draws a quiet breath. Light spills beyond the window pane, settling down without a sound, rising softly from my feet. The stillness wraps around me now. Close my eyes and I can hear it, a wind that travels from afar, as if nothing ever happened. Everything is right here now. Let go of every fear, let go of every rush. Upon the moonlight, I take my first step. Beneath the gentle glow, I walk so slowly now, without a sound of footsteps, only breathing left behind. The sky comes down to meet the earth on nights like this, and for the very first time, I know that I belong here. All the pieces scattered far begin to find their way back home. Nameless stars above me shining, turning into roads of light. It was okay to stumble, it was okay to stop, for the moon has always waited right there in its quiet place. Let go of every weight, let go of every rush. Within the stillness, I take my first step. Beneath the gentle glow, I walk so slowly now, without a sound of footsteps, only breathing left behind. The sky comes down to meet the earth on nights like this, and for the very first time, I know that I belong here. It is not the place I am trying to reach that matters most. It is not the ending I have been rushing toward, but this one step right now, that is everything. Beneath the moon, one step, then another, so still. I am here, it is enough.
The moon rises. The world draws a quiet breath. Light spills beyond the window pane, settling down without a sound, rising softly from my feet. The stillness wraps around me now. Close my eyes and I can hear it, a wind that travels from afar, as if nothing ever happened. Everything is right here now. Let go of every fear, let go of every rush upon the moonlight. I take my first step beneath the gentle glow. I walk so slowly now, without a sound of footsteps, only breathing left behind. The sky comes down to meet the earth on nights like this, and for the very first time I know that I belong here. All the pieces scattered far begin to find their way back home. Nameless stars above me shining, turning into roads of light. It was okay to stumble, it was okay to stop, for the moon has always waited right there in its quiet place. Let go of every weight, let go of every rush within the stillness. I take my first step beneath the gentle glow. I walk so slowly now, without a sound of footsteps, only breathing left behind. The sky comes down to meet the earth on nights like this, and for the very first time I know that I belong here. It is not the place I am trying to reach that matters most. It is not the ending I have been rushing toward, but this one step right now, that is everything. Beneath the moon, one step, then another, so still I am here. It is enough. It is enough. Pages turning slowly, dust catching the amber light. Someone was here before. Leather spines along the wall, stories sleeping, waiting still. The fire breathed its amber warmth into every corner filled. Rain against the tall glass panes, the clock forgets to count the hours. I pull a book from off the shelf and lose myself for days inside. Somewhere between the first page and the last, I found a room I never knew I missed. This is the warmth of a very old place, where no one is rushing and time has no face, where candles burn low and the shelves hold their breath, and the stories inside never really know death. I could stay here forever, wrapped in dust and in light, in the warmth of this library, deep in the quiet of night. Ink faded into gold, the margins filled with someone's thoughts. A stranger's hand from long ago, still reaching out across the dark. I trace the words they left behind, a conversation without sound. Two people in different centuries, finally, quietly found. Between the lines of everything they wrote, I heard a voice that felt like coming home. This is the warmth of a very old place, where no one is rushing and time has no face, where candles burn low and the shelves hold their breath, and the stories inside never really know death. I could stay here forever, wrapped in dust and in light, in the warmth of this library, deep in the quiet of night. Every book a door, every page a year, every word a hand reaching through the years. They wrote so you would find them, they wrote so you would know that someone else once sat here in the very same warm glow. You are not the first to need a place like this, and you will not be the last. Outside the world keeps moving fast, but here the hours gather slow. I pour another cup of tea and let the evening go. The fire dims to embers now, the last lamp holds its golden breath, and I remain among the books, content, unhurried, and at rest. Old light, old words, old warmth, still here, still holding, still enough. The book fell open and the light came out, and it never stopped. A single page begins to glow, ink rising off the paper slow. Each letter lifts and finds the air, becoming something no one named, like fireflies that never land, like sparks that turn to understand. They spiral up through candlelight and stitch themselves into the night. The ceiling peels away to stars. The walls forget that walls exist, and I'm standing in the middle of a world I almost missed. Something older than a word, something lighter than a wish, is calling out from every page. Come closer, look at this. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spellbook writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them fills the spaces on the map. I am dust and I am wonder, I am small and I am wide, and the light keeps getting bigger from the book left open wide. A constellation forms above, the shape of something like a word. Perhaps it always has been there, and I just never looked this hard. Between the stars the ink runs deep, a grammar only dreamers speak, a language built from letting go of everything you thought you knew. And every dot connects to light, and every light connects to more, until the sky becomes the sentence, and I become the metaphor. Something softer than a sound, something warmer than a glow, is written in a hand I know. Stay longer, let it show. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spellbook writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them fills the spaces on the map. I am dust and I am wonder, I am small and I am wide, and the light keeps getting bigger from the book left open wide. What if magic was never about power? What if it was only ever about paying attention to the way light moves through a turning page, to the way a word can hold a world, to the way you feel when something beautiful chooses to stay. The morning comes eventually. The ink retreats into the page. The stars return to being stars, and I return to being me. But something stays behind the eyes, a residue of having seen the way the sky was always waiting to be read by someone who believed. One light, two lights, 10,000 lights written, floating, still glowing, even now. The book fell open, and the light came out, and it never stopped. A single page begins to glow, ink rising off the paper slow. Each letter lifts and finds the air, becoming something no one named, like fireflies that never land, like sparks that turn to understand. They spiral up through candlelight and stitch themselves into the night. The ceiling peels away to stars. The walls forget that walls exist, and I am standing in the middle of a world I almost missed. Something older than a word, something lighter than a wish, is calling out from every page. Come, come closer, look at this. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spell book writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them fills the spaces on the map. I am dust and I am wonder, I am small and I am wide, and the light keeps getting bigger from the book left open wide. A constellation forms above, the shape of something like a word. Perhaps it always has been there, and I just never looked this hard. Between the stars the ink runs deep, a grammar only dreamers speak, a language built from letting go of everything you thought you knew. And every dot connects to light, and every light connects to more, until the sky becomes the sentence, and I become the metaphor. Something softer than a sound, something warmer than a glow, is written in a hand I know. Stay, stay longer, let it show. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spell book writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them
never about power? What if it was only ever about paying attention to the way light moves through a turning page, to the way a word can hold a world, to the way you feel when something beautiful chooses to stay. The morning comes eventually, the ink retreats into the page, the stars return to being stars, and I return to being me. But something stays behind the eyes, a residue of having seen the way the sky was always waiting to be read by someone who believed one light, two lights, 10,000 lights, written, floating, still glowing, even now.
The book fell open and the light came out, and it never stopped. A single page begins to glow, ink rising off the paper slow. Each letter lifts and finds the air, becoming something no one named, like fireflies that never land, like sparks that turn to understand. They spiral up through candlelight and stitch themselves into the night. The ceiling peels away to stars. The walls forget that walls exist, and I'm standing in the middle of a world I almost missed. Something older than a word, something lighter than a wish, is calling out from every page. Come closer, look at this. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spell book writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them fills the spaces on the map. I am dust and I am wonder, I am small and I am wide, and the light keeps getting bigger from the book left open wide. A constellation forms above, the shape of something like a word. Perhaps it always has been there, and I just never looked this hard. Between the stars the ink runs deep, a grammar only dreamers speak, a language built from letting go of everything you thought you knew. And every dot connects to light, and every light connects to more, until the sky becomes the sentence, and I become the metaphor. Something softer than a sound, something warmer than a glow, is written in a hand I know. Stay
Stay longer, let it show. Letters made of starlight, rising through the dark. Every word a lantern, every sentence a spark. The spell book writes the heavens write it back, and the magic in between them fills the spaces on the map. I am dust and I am wonder, I am small and I am wide, and the light keeps getting bigger from the book left open wide. What if magic was never about power? What if it was only ever about paying attention to the way light moves through a turning page, to the way a word can hold a world, to the way you feel when something beautiful chooses to stay. The morning comes eventually, the ink retreats into the page, the stars return to being stars, and I return to being me. But something stays behind the eyes, a residue of having seen the way the sky was always waiting to be read by someone who believed. One light, two lights, 10,000 lights written, floating, still glowing, even now. The door closed, and the clock forgot. What it was for. The curtains hold their breath today, no wind to move them either way. The dust hangs still above the floor, as if it always meant to stay. The chair remembers every weight, the table holds its patient shape, and I sit down among the quiet like a word inside a space. Nothing asks me to be more, nothing pulls me toward the door. This room has swallowed every hour and left me nothing to ignore. Here the seconds do not pass, they simply open wider, wider, into something without edges. In the room where time stood still, I finally heard myself think. Not the rushing kind of thinking, but the deep and wordless kind, where a feeling has no name yet, where a thought is not yet formed, where you simply sit inside it, and the quiet keeps you warm. I did not know that I was tired until the hurrying was gone, and the room held all my stillness like it had been there all along. The light moves slowly on the wall, the way that light moves when we fall into the space between two thoughts, where nothing rises, nothing falls. I watch the shadows lean and stretch across the hours unconcerned. They do not ask where I am going, they only know that I returned. Some rooms remember those who rest in them, who brought their heavy silence here, who laid it down beside the window and breathed easier than they had in years. Here the questions do not press, they only float and drift and soften into something almost like an answer. In the room where time stood still, I finally heard myself think, not the rushing kind of thinking, but the deep and wordless kind, where a feeling has no name yet, where a thought is not yet formed, where you simply sit inside it and the quiet keeps you warm. I did not know that I was tired until the hurrying was gone, and the room held all my stillness like it had been there all along. There is a version of yourself you have never met, the one who is not. On the way to somewhere, the one who is not. Preparing for what comes next, the one who simply is. This room knows that version. This room has been waiting to introduce you. Sit down. Close your eyes. There is nowhere else. Perhaps this is what rest means truly, not the sleep that comes from tired, but the kind that has no reason other than permission given to exist without a purpose, for an hour or an afternoon, to be the dust above the floorboards, floating in the quiet room. The room remains, the light remains, you remain, unhurried, unnamed, unfinished, and that is perfectly fine. Fine.
The door closed, and the clock forgot what it was for. The curtains hold their breath today, no wind to move them either way. The dust hangs still above the floor, as if it always meant to stay. The chair remembers every weight, The table holds its patient shape, and I sit down among the quiet, like a word inside a space. Nothing asks me to be more, nothing pulls me toward the door. This room has swallowed every hour and left me nothing to ignore. Here the seconds do not pass, they simply open wider, wider, into something without edges. In the room where time stood still, I finally heard myself think, not the rushing kind of thinking, but the deep and wordless kind, where a feeling has no name yet, where a thought is not yet formed, where you simply sit inside it, and the quiet keeps you warm. I did not know that I was tired until the hurrying was gone, and the room held all my stillness like it had been there all along. The light moves slowly on the wall, the way that light moves when we fall into the space between two thoughts, where nothing rises, nothing falls. I watch the shadows lean and stretch across the hours unconcerned. They do not ask where I am going, they only know that I returned. Some rooms remember those who rest in them, who brought their heavy silence here, who laid it down beside the window and breathed easier than they had in years. Here the questions do not press, they only float and drift and soften into something almost like an answer. In the room where time stood still, I finally heard myself think, not the rushing kind of thinking, but the deep and wordless kind, where a feeling has no name yet, where a thought is not yet formed, where you simply sit inside it, and the quiet keeps you warm. I did not know that I was tired until the hurrying was gone, and the room held all my stillness like it had been there all along. There is a version of yourself you have never met, the one who is not. On the way to somewhere, the one who is not. Preparing for what comes next, the one who simply is. This room knows that version. This room has been waiting to introduce you. Sit down. Close your eyes. There is nowhere else. Perhaps this is what rest means truly, not the sleep that comes from tired, but the kind that has no reason other than permission given to exist without a purpose, for an hour or an afternoon, to be the dust above the floorboards floating in the quiet room. perfectly fine.
Before the sun remembers, before the birds begin, there is a moment that belongs to no one. The fog came in without a word, the way that grief arrives sometimes. It pressed its face against the glass and breathed a cold and silver line. I watched it move across the field, erasing everything it touched. Not out of cruelty, I think, but out of too much tenderness. The world looks softer underneath, each edge undone, each border gone, as if the night had one last thought it couldn't bear to leave before the dawn. Something passed through here that had no name. It left the air a little changed, a little heavy, a little like goodbye. I have stood here before at the same cold pain, watching the fog do what I never could. Let go of the outline, release the sharp edge, become something softer than I understood. The fog knows the secret of how to be lost without being frightened of all it has caused. And I press my hand to the glass in the gray, half here and half somewhere. The fog takes away. There is a tavern in my memory where the candles burn too low, where someone sang a song so old that no one knew the words below. We hummed along regardless, the melody enough. Sometimes a feeling is the lyric, sometimes longing is the love. That night the fog came to the windows, the same as it comes now, and everyone inside grew quieter without quite knowing how. Something ancient moved through then, without a face. It filled the room with borrowed grace, and everyone looked somewhere else and felt the same. I have stood here before at the same cold pain, watching the fog do what I never could. Let go of the outline, release the sharp edge, become something softer than I understood. The fog knows the secret of how to be lost without being frightened of all it has cost. And I press my hand to the glass in the gray, half here and half somewhere. The fog takes away. There are people I have loved who are fog to me now, still present in the morning, still familiar in the way they move. But when I reach toward them, my hand finds only air and the shape of where they were. The fog does not mourn itself for thinning in the begins to thin the mist. The outlines slowly reappear. The tree, the gate, the road beyond, all coming back to being clear. But for a moment in between, when fog was all and all was grey, I was not missing anything, I was not rushing anywhere. I was only at the window, in the last dark before light, learning how to hold the in-between without turning on a light. She hummed a song without an ending for the ones who didn't stay, for the mornings that kept coming, for the fog that wouldn't say one note, one breath, one gray and open window. Someone was here. The glass is still warm. The fog remembers.
The lamp is on. The rest of the world is not. Good. Midnight found me at my desk again. The same old cup, the same old pen. The record player knows my name. It puts on something slow and plays the vinyl breeze, its dusty warmth across the stacks of open books. The piano chords just lean and sway. They never ask me how I look. I write a line and cross it out. I write it back a different way. This is the only hour that's mine, and I intend to let it stay. Not trying to be brilliant now, just trying to be here. Just the pen, just the page, just the music in my ear. The quill squills on in the midnight. Nobody watching, nobody keeping the score. Just the lamp and the lo-fi and the slow turning pages and the feeling of wanting just a little bit more. One more paragraph, one more line, one more chord before I sleep. This is the hour I belong to. This is mine to keep. The library breathes around me now. The books are all awake somehow. I feel them leaning off the shelf to read along with me themselves. Somewhere a jazz man plays for no one in a bar that closed at 2. I hear him through the static warmly, like he always knew I'd tune. There is no deadline in this feeling, only motion, only flow. The kind of work that stops feeling like work when the right song plays below. Not trying to be finished now, just trying to be present. Just the rhythm, just the room, just this ordinary pleasant. The quill squills on in the midnight. Nobody watching, nobody keeping the score. Just the lamp and the lo-fi and the slow turning pages and the feeling of wanting just a little bit more. One more paragraph, one more line, one more chord before I sleep. This is the hour I belong to. This is mine to keep. You know this feeling when the world gets quiet enough that you can finally hear yourself think. Not loud thinking, not urgent thinking, just the soft kind that moves like smoke across a late night room. This is not productivity. This is something better. This is you showing up for the thing you actually love. Stack another book beside the last one. Let the tea go cold, that's fine. Underline the part that got you. Draw a star beside the line. Light another candle if you need to. Let the hours blur and blend. You are not behind on anything. You are right on time, my friend. The moon has seen 1,000,000 scholars bent above 1,000,000 pages. None of them were wasting time. They were all just being sages. Keep writing. Keep reading. Keep showing up at midnight. The lamp stays on a little longer. The quill keeps moving. Scratch, scratch. 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 Good. Good. Good.
The lamp is on. The rest of the world is not. Good. Good.
Midnight found me at my desk again. The same old cup, the same old pen. The record player knows my name. It puts on something slow and plays. The vinyl breathes its dusty warmth across the stacks of open books. The piano chords just lean and sway. They never ask me how I look. I write a line and cross it out. I write it back a different way. This is the only hour that's mine, and I intend to let it stay. Not trying to be brilliant now, just trying to be here. Just the pen, just the page, just the music in my ear.
Quill scratches on.
In the midnight, nobody watching, nobody keeping the score. Just the lamp and the lo-fi, and the slow turning pages, and the feeling of wanting just a little bit more. One more paragraph, one more line, one more chord before I sleep. This is the hour I belong to. This is mine to keep. This is mine to keep. The library breathes around me now. The books are all awake somehow. I feel them leaning off the shelf to read along with me themselves. Somewhere a jazz man plays for no one, in a bar that closed at 2. I hear him through the static warmly, like he always knew I tuned. There is no deadline in this feeling, only motion, only flow. The kind of work that stops feeling like work when the right song plays below. Not trying to be finished now, just trying to be present. Just the rhythm, just the room, just this ordinary pleasant.
The quill scratches on.
In the midnight, nobody watching, nobody keeping the score. Just the lamp and the lo-fi, and the slow turning pages, and the feeling of wanting just a little bit more. One more paragraph, one more line, one more chord before I sleep. This is the hour I belong to. This is mine to keep. This is mine to keep. know this feeling when the world gets quiet enough that you can finally hear yourself think. Not loud thinking, not urgent thinking, just the soft kind that moves like smoke across a late night room. This is not productivity. This is something better. This is you showing up for the thing you actually love. Stack another book beside the last one. Let the tea go cold, that's fine. Underline the part that got you. Draw a star beside the line. Light another candle if you need to. Let the hours blur and blend. You are not behind on anything. You are right on time, my friend. The moon has seen 1,000,000 scholars bent above 1,000,000 pages. None of them were wasting time. They were all just being sages. Keep writing. Keep reading. Keep showing up at midnight. The lamp stays on a little longer. The quill keeps moving. Keeps moving.